Ugh. Oh, Hans!
Hey, it's Christmas. I got you something.
Oh boy, really?
Yeah, here you go.
No! Die Hard is a series of movies about a man named Die Hard. He's a happy father of 2 children with a wife he loves very much. It's Christmas time in the city, and Die Hard has to go gift shopping for his children. So Live Hard goes to the mall in search of the brand new toy that everyone loves. While at the mall, Die Hard bumps into an angry group of classical music buffs. They ask him, "Hey, have you heard Beethoven's new single?" Die Hard responds, "No, that's so late 1700s. And the group gets upset. "You will regret this conversation," they say, backing away slowly, one of them hitting the button on their classical music boombox. Dice Hardjaw quickly forgets the incident ever happened and continues making his way to the toy aisle. Finally, after hours of searching, To Die Too Hard finds the toy his children have been wanting for ages. An authentic, mint condition 1993 Peace Bear Beanie Baby for only $2,950 genuine American dollars. But just as Skyheart is about to reach out and grab it, he starts to hear classical music. Suddenly, a hand is placed on the toy. It's the guy from earlier, and he has a gun. Thus begins the main part of the movie, the feud between Die Hard, the loving family man, and the Beethoven groupies, who have a burning spite for Die Hard and a deep passion for a man who died before the invention of sliced bread. The classical music guy takes the Beanie Baby right out of Cry Hard's hands and walks away with it laughing, while his cronies play Beef Oven's 1216th Symphony. My Heart Is Your Heart looks back at the shelf to see that was the last one in stock. Realizing he's never gonna get another chance to get his children the perfect gift, he runs after them. Instantly, they begin shooting at him. He flips around and dodges some bullets and punches out the president of the Dead Maestro's fan club, taking the bear right out of his hand. He runs off with it, but not before he gets shot in the arm, making him cry out in pain and drop the Beanie Baby on the floor. He reaches out to grab it, but it's taken from his reach by someone he never would have suspected. He looks up to see a mall Santa, with gun in hand, has taken the Beanie Baby. "A fine addition to my collection," the mall Santa says. "You've been a classical music fan all along? I thought I could trust you, Santa," says Die Hard, clutching his arm. "This goes up way higher than you think, Die Hard," says the mall Santa, walking away and laughing maniacally. Roundhard Die then embarks on a journey throughout the mall to track down and get that Beanie Baby back, for Christmas's sake. He fights through group after group of goons, and eventually he finds the leader, Beanie Baby in hand, prepared for the epic final battle. He pulls out his gun, and so does the good, the die, and the hardly, and the two fight to the death, the Beanie Baby switching hands for hours. Finally, Die Hard manages to land a killing blow right in the center of the leader's chest. The leader, lying on the floor, bleeding out, managed to push some words out of his quickly failing lungs. "I have one final wish, if you will. Can I see your birth certificate?" Die Hard knew immediately what he was talking about, and produced the freshly laminated certificate, which he always carries with him because nobody ever believes him. "Wow, your parents, your name is really Die Hard." "Don't wear it out," says Diesoft Windows, and then he freaking shoots him. What a cool movie. I really enjoyed the Chronicles of Die Hard, but I think all the scenes where it's just the mall Santa staring into the camera for 12 seconds were a little off-putting. I do look forward to watching the sequels, though. I rate this film a 6 out of 10. So those were my thoughts on Die Hard. And then, I actually watched it. Welcome to Blindside Reviews.
Dmitri.
Welcome back to Blindside Reviews, the series where I review classic films before and after I've actually seen them. Only films about action heroes named John, though. John McClane. I gotta say, I really wasn't expecting any of the things I wrote to come true. I was just having fun writing down a goofy story. But by some stroke of luck, the most far-out part of my prediction actually came true. The bear!
Shut up.
I don't know how or why, but somehow I predicted John McClane buying a stuffed bear plush. It wasn't a Beanie Baby, nor an antique collectible symbol of a hippie belief system, but it was a bear, and I am never gonna forget about that. I've got my eye on you, John McTiernan. Tiernan? Teresa? Anyway, Die Hard is an awesome film about a dude named John McClane. John is a police officer who's taking some time off for Christmas to go visit his estranged wife, Holly, for a plaza party in Los Angeles. His plane arrives, and he makes his way to Nakatomi Plaza, a huge plaza building for Nakatomi Corporation, the company that Holly works for. When he arrives, he quickly finds out that his wife is going by her maiden name, an important plot point for later in the story. While McClane is in his room, changing clothes and talking to his wife, the Nakatomi Plaza is taken over by the villains, a group of incredibly intelligent and well-planned criminals, including, but not limited to, Alan Rickman as Hans Gruber.
You ask for miracles, dear. I give you props.
Alexander Godunov as Karl Vresky. While researching this guy, I found out that he was in a movie called The Money Pit. In researching that, I found this trailer for it, which actually uses Ode to Joy as the trailer music.
Look, this is an old house. It's gonna need some work. $5,000? That's just a deposit.
Which is interesting. And Clarence Gilliard as Steve Urkel from Family Matters.
Did I do that? Got me, cheese!
Yet another child actor driven to crime and greed by Hollywood. You hate to see it. Anyway, Hans and his crew instill fear into the partygoers by firing some shots around randomly. And soon enough, everyone is gathered together on one floor. Except for our protagonist, John McClane. John manages to slip away and begins trying to figure out a way to sort this whole situation out. Stakes rise, McClane takes out member after member of Hans's group and explores within the inner workings of the plaza in order to gain an advantage against his opponents. And one of Holly's work friends lies about being the guy who brought McClane to the Christmas party, so that the villains don't find out that McClane is married to Holly, and thus hurt Holly to get back at him.
Am I right? Hans. Bobby. I'm your white knight.
This plan doesn't work, however, because the work associate is an idiot and gets himself shot. Anyway, I don't want to sit here and describe the whole plot of the film. Die Hard has a lot of good things about it. The villains are so well written and defined.
Want blood, you'll have it. But let Heinrich plant the detonators and Theo prepare the vault. After we call the police, they'll waste hours trying to negotiate, and then you can tear the building apart looking for this man. But until then, we do not alter the plan.
And if he alters it.
I was almost rooting for them half the time. All the action, with the possible exception of the elevator scene, is very well thought out. It all felt very plausible, very realistic. And you can tell that the protagonist, John McClane, is just a dude. I mean, he's a trained cop, but he's still human. When he walks over glass, you get to see him pull it out bit by bit. You see him limping as he walks after that. He gets beaten, shot, and battered, and you watch him clinging onto the last thread of life that he possibly can, so he can save his wife and give his kids a Merry Christmas. So much consideration went into so many parts of this film that it really deserves to be appreciated. Overall, one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time. And yeah, it's a Christmas film. None of the film could have happened without it being Christmas time. Fight me. Christmas music plays all throughout the film. Look, there's even snow falling.
That's not a hostage.
See? It really doesn't get any more Christmassy than that. Die Hard is a wonderful flick in the genre of action films starring a John, and it will not soon be forgotten. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Die hard, die hard. Punch the guys, pull out shard. Save your dear wife from terrorists. Fire some gunshots, it's Christmas.
where wife beater gasp for breath. German man falls to his death.